Good morning, friends. You can kind of see our Christmas tree back there, over there. The lights look really weird on the camera. It has LEDs, so I don't have to worry about leaving them on constantly, and they cycle on screen. It looks like, I'll see when I'm editing how that actually looks. But good morning. Welcome to day 2 of Vlogmas. It's day 2. It is a quiet morning so far. I don't think I introduced myself yesterday. Should I have? I might have. I don't even remember. I edited my Vlogmas last night, and I even watched it through again and I still don't remember. But my name's Leigh. Welcome. Vlogmas is fun so far. I'm enjoying it. This is my first Vlogmas. I'm sitting here on the couch with a lump of a dog over here. And I am watching day 1 of Vlogmas from other makers now. It's December 1st today, so we have actual Vlogmases to watch, and I'm so excited about that. So I'm watching Natalie's of Knitty Natty right now while I do my morning knitting. And speaking of morning knitting, I wanted to show you what's going on, because yesterday I was talking about my brother's sock that I really wanted to finish, and I did finish it, and you saw clips of me washing them in the bathroom sink. And so I did that. That was great. That was like a big thing on my list. Done. Which means all of my obligation knitting is completely done, except for my crochet afghan, which is obligation crochet, I guess. That's the only other thing I have to do before Christmas. So it feels like a weight has been lifted, like a huge one. But it also means I get to knit on things that I want to knit on in the mornings, and I want to show you what I got going. I have, this morning, 2 pairs of Sockmas socks. 2 pairs here. One secret hidden pair down here. But these, in this bag, the lighting in here is really bad. I literally only use a small little lamp in this room because neither I nor my husband like overhead lights. No, they're a big no-no for us. So I just ever use a little lamp, but it is morning, so we have some light coming in through the front window. So hopefully you can see something. I have my husband's Sockmas socks here. I'm trying to do 2 pairs of Sockmas socks, one for me and one for Brad. I was able to get a little bit of the way through a cuff for him last night and this morning. I have this Progress Keeper. It's incredible. And this yarn is, oh, we're getting some good morning light in through the window. This yarn is Holly Press Fibers in the color Cliffs of Insanity, which is a Christmas Bride colorway. And I'm going to be doing Heels and Toes in this Knit Picks Stroll in the color Holly Berry, which will make them super festive. So I've been kind of working on those. I have a 2x2 cuff thing going on here, but I think I'm actually going to keep the entire socks 2x2. So they'll be nice and snug for him. And then I have my Sockmas socks. I finished the cuff last night, while I was editing Vlogmas, and I have started down the leg. You're so far from the camera. I mean, you're so far from me. There we go. Oh, look, that's fun. You can kind of see the colors this way because the light from the lamp is really yellow. But this color is called Ribbon Candy, and it is a Yarn Cafe Creations colorway. And I have a Progress Keeper on here from Simply Serving a Cookie. I'll be doing my Heels and Toes of this sock in Knit Picks Stroll in Dogwood Heather, which is just this pink. And for these, I am doing, I don't know if you can see, but there's a little bit of a texture on the leg. I'm doing like the Scattered Pearls texture from the Summerly Scattered Pearl socks. It's one of my go-to textures when I don't want to do anything really complicated, but I don't want vanilla. So that's what I'll be doing for those. And I'm knitting those on a size 0 needle. That yarn is super plump, and I've noticed that my gauge, I think, has been getting looser again. So I've been doing those on a size 0 needle. No, I'm not. I'm doing mine on a size 1. I'm doing Brad's on a size 0 needle. That's right. I also want to show you that I did last night. If you watched yesterday's Vlogmas, at the very end of the episode, there was, I was sitting here and I was casting on something. That was my Advent project. I forgot to put something on the screen to tell you that, but that's what I was doing. I was casting on my Advent sweater, and I want to show you how far I got last night. Okay, we're back. The heater cut on right when I was talking about this. So I'm not sure where I have to cut back to, so I'm just gonna start over. But I started the collar of my Advent sweater. And I love the way it's pooling. It's doing a little spiral around the collar. And I knew it would pool, but I didn't know exactly how it would pool. You can just kind of tell by looking at the skein if it's gonna pool or not. And I love how it's pooling here. Now, when it gets to a bigger circumference, like when I start increasing for, well, no, I don't think I'll be increasing really for this color because I'll be doing stripes of the other colors. So it might be fine. This should be, I'll be doing a larger circumference around the bottom hem of the sweater, and I'll cross that bridge when I get there. So yeah, I love how it's looking. This is the Piece of Silver sweater by Vera Valimaki. This guy. And I'm using my Advent from one of my Advents from last year from Big Little Yarn Co. This is the Yokai Advent. I got the 12-day version, which is 12 minis and a big skein, so 13 colors altogether. And I'm using the big color for the collar. So I'm working on that, and I'm loving how it's looking. It's wild. It's like way more adventurous than I would normally ever pick, but since it's an Advent project, it's the thought that counts. So I'm really just excited to embrace the wild here. So that's what I got going on that. Now, as for today, it is currently 9:45 in the morning. I have a couple of things that I have to do today. I will be leaving the house, which I guess I did yesterday too, but I don't do it every day. Excuse me. But we're going out of town tomorrow, first of all, so I have to make sure that we're ready to go out of town before I leave the house, because we're leaving at the crack of dawn in the morning. So we need to be packed and stuff, and when I get back, I'm not gonna get back until like in the evening tonight, and after that I need to edit Vlogmas, so. But this afternoon, around 3:30, when I said I'm leaving the house, I have a sock lesson. I have just started offering private lessons at the local yarn shop for how to knit socks, and my first student is on her second lesson, so I have to go meet her and do her hour today. And as soon as that's done, there'll probably be about an hour in between, but when she's done with that, I'm just gonna stay at the yarn shop, and it's knit group tonight. So, but since I don't have a lot to do before that, I think I'm just gonna kind of like hang out here and knit for a little while. Really kind of take my first day of December slow. Ooh, a bit wobbly. Try to hold you still. Ooh, excuse me. I just ate lunch. I had ramen and pancakes because that's what we have in the house. And I'm going to be leaving for the evening, like I mentioned earlier. So I wanted to make sure I ate plenty of food because I don't usually eat dinner on nights like this. So that's done. I also packed up all of my clothes for the trip, and I started kind of gathering my go bag, my backpack there. It's where I pack all of my like stuff to do. So I'll have my knitting in there, I'll have my book that I'm reading, and I'll have a sketchbook and all my chargers and stuff. So I started kind of gathering those things together. I'll need to make sure I have all of my camera stuff with me when we go. So that's an extra thing to pack. But Brad just went to go, he came home from work and we hung out for a little while, and then he just left to go to the dentist. And while he's gone, I'm going to work on, my hook came out of it, give me a second. One-handed. Gonna work on my crochet Afghan commission. So I will work on this until he gets home, probably, so that I can have the car to go off on my errands. And yeah, so I'm not going to be taking this to South Carolina with me because I just don't see me working on it while I'm there. So I think the only projects I'm going to take are my 2 Vlogmas socks and my Advent sweater. There you go, quick rundown of what knitting I'm taking with me to South Carolina. But yeah, so we're only going to be there for a few days, so I don't need to pack a whole lot, but I also can't go with nothing. So that's what we got.
What a potato. What a sleepy potato. It's so cute.
Watching Martin now. Chilling still. I wanted to do I think this might be my final check-in today for speaking check-ins. Let me see if I can get my viewfinder back up here so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so this will be my last speaking check-in for today. I will try to film some clips today at Knit Group or at the yarn shop or something like that. I got 3 rows done of my crochet Afghan, and I just started the 4th round here. I think it's not quite 2 o'clock yet, so I still have an hour and a half before I have to leave to go to the yarn shop, so I will try to finish this gray stripe before I go. But I also want to edit the clips I have so far for Vlogmas today, so that when I get back from knit group late tonight, I will only have to add in whatever new clips I got on my excursion. So I did want to do, since this is my final speaking check-in, I wanted to remind you that I will not be filming while we are gone. That's not true at all. I will be filming while we're gone. I will not be uploading while we are gone. We're leaving early in the morning. I will film clips throughout our trip to South Carolina, and I will upload one big vlog to cover those days when I return. So Tuesday, I think you can expect a big long Vlogmas. But yeah, there will be a few days between now and then where you won't be getting anything, and I am sorry for that, but I cannot comprehend the nonsense that's going to be going on and having to edit videos on top of that. So that's what you get. Today has been really quiet and really chill. So it may have been a bit more boring than yesterday. Not that yesterday was, you know, like groundbreaking, but I had lots of clips to edit in yesterday. I've just been chilling. I've been having a quiet day today, so that's what you get. That's what some Vlogmases are gonna be. The next one you get, the big fat long one, will probably be much more chaotic. So look forward to that. And enjoy the clips after this of knit group and the yarn shop, and I will talk to you guys later.
And the whole group, did it go well? It went amazingly perfect. I started cooking at like 8 a.m. I prepped everything the day before, started cooking at